Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Here we go. Pittsburgh. That's right, baby.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds the open target, Arnold. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. On fourth down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hey, we got four. We got 4 down. We're good.
To throw is gone. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Gone. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Dolphins' 39-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Come on, D.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Strong left. Stick the ball.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Morgan. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
What? 180. Be a long day for you.
Goff on first down. Dorsett's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now a run with Anderson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football. And the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. He'll set up to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 30 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
A gain of 4. It's now
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Over the middle, complete. It's Morgan. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check.
On 1st down, gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Tighten up.
Again to Anderson here, out of the gun. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And able to find Dawson. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
Bengals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. This is McCaffrey. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Dolphins.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Anderson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. N'Keal Harry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Extra point up and through. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's caught by Funchess. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Check 53. Hey, Delta. Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Check.
2nd and 10. Goff again. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Watch the twist. Shift.
On first down, it's gone. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Joe Schobert. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Morgan. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is gone. Got a man open. That's Harry. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He got 29 yards that time. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Watch the screen.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll go jet sweep here with Dorsett, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that is going to set up third and goal. Back to throw, gone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Gall. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Goff now to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And they'll go jet sweep here with Dorsett. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hey, kill.
Now it's gone. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is gone. Dorsett's got it. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Let's go, team. Big series right here.
He'll look to throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Draw play. This is Miller. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Miller. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up a throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball to be in the air. But his ability to break off those types of runs, you can get big chunk plays on the ground as well, and he just provided one.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mark.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Exit, exit. 53's the mark. 53, check 53. Here it comes, here it comes.
2nd and 5 now. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target. 3rd down here.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now a give, right side. Stewart. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Back now in Cincinnati. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Shift, shift. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist, twist. Twist, twist. Twist.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to...
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Here's Goff. The quick slant caught. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. A throw taken in by Hamilton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down now, it's Miller, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Second and goal at the Bengals 1-yard line.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll run for it with Cook. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. They come out here in the eye. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The Bengals on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3.
High 7.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here.
Now a hit and a loose football. And now hang on here. The door, can you hear it? It's a little open.
Is that the squeaky hinges that I'm hearing right now? Yeah, the door.
Is that too high pitch?
No, not at all. The door is open a little bit. It's almost like when you told those horror stories on the camping trip, right? And now, look out.
Yeah.
You got a little bit different look on the game at this point.
Big momentum swing here in the fourth on the punt fumble. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They'll look to throw here on first down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
Watch the screen! 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 Chance! Super one!
They'll run on first down. Stewart. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
6-6, bullet high.
51. I got one.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
51, Mike, 51. Whirling. Check. Crunch.
Now Goff. And that will be incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on fourth down. He'll look to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Got it. We'll go 25 to Mike. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Bengals, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.